Hey there YouTube, KJ here, and I have a little dabbing tutorial for you today. So I'm going to show you how you can dab concentrates with an electric vape pen. So I'll be using the V2 Pro. I like this one because it's a multi-vape pen. It's got several little cartridges. It's got one for loose leaf, one for e-liquid, which I use with make my own cannabis e-liquid. And it's also got this little concentrate. So if I can get closer, it's got like a little wax symbol on it, like 3 little hexagons kind of like together. This one's the wax one. And I like it because it's magnetic and it's got the different cartridges and they just kind of slide into the battery. You can't do it the wrong way because of the little thing on there. So I'll be using this one, but most of them are going to work the same way. They're going to have some sort of, device that this one unscrews like this, and then the coils are inside here. And this is basically just the mouthpiece part that goes in the battery. Some of them, they screw onto a battery, or they have like, the ones that like are the battery with just like the little ceramic coil, like with the glass globe that like puts on and off over it, which I do have one of those heading my way in the mail. So anyways, so I like this one because it screws off and I can preload it for kind of like taking it with me, and it's kind of like stealth on the go. I like using dabs or wax concentrates for when I have sudden onset pain and symptoms. So I guess that's a little introduction part. Now let me get to the kind of review area. So I will be dabbing concentrates today, and I've got this right here, CO2 Sap by Nature's Grace. This one's strawberry headband, and they come in a little silicone like dab container. Now it's very clear. It's very like, I'll show you in a minute. It is very sticky. To me, it has a very, very similar consistency to what I usually see in the CO2s, which that is by Shelby County Community Services, and they put theirs in a little syringe. Now, I almost prefer the syringe because if you look at the stuff, like, it is very sappy. It's very sticky, and in the syringe, like, you can press out like all the medication and it doesn't stick up against the side, so it's very easy to get all of it out and utilize all of the medication in there. Now this, see, it's very clear as well. This one's a little darker. Some of them, this one's a full plant extract, which I'm pretty sure, I would assume this one is too, because it says terpene rich concentrate. Trying to see if it says blah blah blah. No, it does not say if it's full plant or not. I'm assuming it is. But these ones will vary in color too. Some of them are a little darker. I've had some of them that are like basically like the same clearness as this. It really kind of, I think it depends on the strain. I really think it depends on the strain. But so that one's very, very much lighter, but the consistency is pretty much the same. Like, see, it's got that same like very, very gooey, very sappy, like almost like really thick honey consistency, so I guess that's good. That's pretty consistent with what I'm used to with the Shelby County. Now this one here, like, it's definitely very terpy smelling. Like, this one is strawberry headband, and you can really taste, I guess, but smell. You can really smell like the kind of like slight kind of berry smell to it, and it's also got kind of a slight I don't know, like earthy, or I don't know, dank. I don't know how you describe it, but you can definitely kind of smell the kind of like berry scent on it. Now, if you're getting your dog wax stuff in something like this versus like this, like the best method, let me open this up first so I can put it in there. But so the best method to get it out, because it is sticky, is to kind of like just scoop up a little bit, and then you want to just kind of like twist it so you can get it to break off of there. And I actually have quite a big amount. I probably won't put all of this on there. This is a very high THC strain, so I probably don't even. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of sticking it in on top of this coil, and you know what, I will go ahead and I'll just stick all of it in there. I just won't dab it all at one time, so I'll save it so there's already some in there for the next time I need to use it. So what I did, I just stick it in there on the coil. Now this coil has this nice little metal area, so that which corresponds with this area on the inside. And up inside this hole, you can't really see it in this video, but there's like a little metal mesh screen above this hole, and then you know, the tube. Let me see if you can see it through. No, you can't. I can see it looking this way, but you can see like the mesh screens like right about this area, and then you have that like small little gap area, and then like the kind of tip area that will catch whatever doesn't get used and kind of help push it back down in there, that doesn't, you know, create the steam and come through the mesh. So then you just screw it on there. And like I said, a lot of these will work, you know, in the same way. You know, some of them have, you know, a tip that'll screw on and it screws onto the battery, but, you know, they've got some sort of coil. This is how this one works. And you just put it in there. Now for this one, for dabs, you just have to press the button. You press it 3 times to turn it on. It should be already on. It is. But so it's already on, and it just heats up. So, trying to think about the flavor. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I'm gonna try another one. Yeah, so that's really good. So now dabbing is it's going to be quite a bit harsher than, you know, vaping your dry herb. Vaping is definitely like way smoother, and I kind of prefer it to dabbing, but dabbing is a really nice way to utilize your medication like very quickly. Like I find that when I'm having symptoms, you know, it can take, you know, a couple minutes. It takes me probably, you know, 4 or 5 minutes to vape my dosage worth of dry leaf until it's done. Now I will maybe start feeling relief like halfway through then, but like sometimes it's like after, you know, I feel like start feeling, you know, relief like after I finished, you know, vaping, you know, the entire amount that I was vaping that time, which can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, like depending on, you know, what kind of vape device you have. So like with dabbing, like I noticed that like as soon as you take that first hit, like within a minute, like sometimes like quicker than that, 15-30 seconds, like you can start feeling the effects of that dab. And you know, when you have sudden onset symptoms or severe symptoms, sometimes while this does create smoke, you know, which I don't necessarily like, but sometimes being able to utilize your medicine very quickly is very important. So definitely kind of outweighs any, you know, kind of health negative things, I would think. So, but yeah, so that's how you dab. It's not hard at all. So I got 2 nice, tiny hits. I only held the button for like 2 or 3 seconds. So there should be plenty of material in here. So yeah, I do have a little bit left on here. And then there will probably be some up under this ring. Let me see. Yeah, see, there was quite a bit left under the thing. So I used about half of what I put in there. So I can just close this up, and then I just kind of like to stick it back on the coil if I do open it up like that. It's sticking. But yeah, so it's not hard at all. So if you are scared of dabbing, new to it, you know, picking up some sort of, you know, little electronic dab pen or nail, similar to this device. There's this one, there's the UCAN, this very popular, but, you know, pick yourself up, you know, one of these, or even like what I said, the little glass globes that fit on like the little batteries for your e-liquid. You know, those can work very well too. And if you're new to dabbing, this can be a great way to try it out and see if it's for you or not. So anyways, that's how you dab. And that's, I guess, my review about the two. It's very, very similar to the Shelby County. Now it does seem that there's not as much material in there as the other one. It says it's a gram. I'm wondering if this one's like weighted gram and this one's like liquid gram, which can definitely have a difference sometimes. So we'll see. I measured it on my scale, and when it's completely empty, I will measure it again, and I'll do a little update or write something in the comments, say if there was really a gram in here. I'm pretty sure there is, but yeah, good job, Nature's Grace. I haven't had your CO2 yet, but it's really good. Definitely clear, definitely terpy. Smells really good. Like this, it's like really berry smelling. So I really, really like it. So it's going to be another favorite. So good job, and good luck with your dabbing, and medicate responsibly. Bye.